What you guys just watched was a brief 1 minute clip of a song that I'm working on. But we're gonna get straight into the footage of my reflection. Thank you guys for watching. Hour 1. The first hour of writing without a phone was interesting. It was easy and relatively pretty productive. I just really respected the pen to paper aspect of things. It was almost like it took me back to when Tupac and Biggie used to do things when things were much more simpler. So it was just a great experience. Hour 2. The second straight hour was very hard. It was difficult to just write with no beat for 2 straight hours. You are using your free creativity, and free creativity isn't a very easy trait to use. I wasn't given a guideline, which means that it's kind of like I was on my own. And it's kind of hard being on your own sometimes. Hour 3. The third hour was pretty fun. I'm beginning to understand the significance of writing by hand. Rhyming, incidentally. It's more natural, and I feel like if you write with your hands, it's good for that creative connection, like some type of vibration sent through your body. Like when you write on phones, it's not as natural. It doesn't feel as great. I don't know how to explain it really, but then you got to start asking yourself, like, if you're a writer, why don't you start writing with absolute silence? No beat, no nothing like that. If you start writing in absolute silence, just consider that. Hour 5. I'm beginning to realize that my phone may not be the most optimal form of writing music. My phone makes me anxious, which makes me want to go and check it or check my social medias or anything like this. When I write by hand, I have this feeling that I'm putting 100% of myself into the art, which is always a great feeling. So writing is actually starting to feel better now. Hour 6 is just intensive writing, just like Dante's Journey and Dante's Inferno. Um, he had to go through some things. He had to go through some very intense things. Like I had to kind of push through it. It wasn't easy, but I had to do it. Hours 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all on the same day, May 15th. Basically, there's a very productive time. I kind of got used to the environment of no phone. The 8th hour was very enlightening. I figured I would start writing more. 9 hours in, almost finished. The hardest thing about this hours was beginning to endure the straight 4 hours. It wasn't easy. I hadn't done it in the other parts of my project, but I got through it. The last hour on that day, I was ecstatic to just get it over with. Even though I had short breaks in between the 4 hours, it just made me really frantic. It made me want to get my phone or something like that. But I pushed through it. The last 2 hours, May 16th, hour 11. I was just really, really, really excited that I accomplished something so crazy like this because I've never stepped out of my comfort zone so much before, I don't think. So I just was really excited that I had did this. And my last hour, I really wanted to focus on myself and myself as an artist, and focus on that inner artist and try to cope with them, and try to communicate with my inner artist. It's important that I take this experience to heart. And like David Blaine, there's a lot of preparation with this. So there's no last day, last 2 hours. Hour 11, I'm just really excited. I'm excited that I was able to endure something like this, stepping out of my comfort zone tremendously. I was excited for myself. I was proud of myself. It's kind of like David Blaine and how he had to hold his breath for a very long time, the preparation it took for that, and he was probably super proud. I know he was actually super proud to actually be able to set that record. So it's the feeling is unmatched. As for the 12th hour, I was really trying to find my inner artist and trying to communicate with my inner artist, and it just kind of makes you ask yourself, why is there creativity inside of you? Why do you feel the need to create? I ask myself this every day. If you don't know your purpose, then you can't be successful. Thank you guys for watching.